And do you see digital channels, cannibalizing your content, or the short form content can sometimes be seen to erode, people watching the longer form, basically, or kind of. Do you see it as a challenge, or where do you see that?
Well, I mean, I think. What I was going to say was, I suppose I was about to say that we don't see it as a challenge, but that wouldn't necessarily be true, because fundamentally the short form content world is a world that RTÉ is now a very active participant in. So I would say really that the short form content piece is actually an opportunity. Was it seen as a challenge initially? It's probably honest to say yes.
Yep.
But I think we have invested significantly from a resource perspective in our whole social media portfolio and our entire social media architecture, which is where the majority of short form content lives. And I think certainly the social media team in RTÉ have now, I think, a really best-in-class expertise in terms of turning around RTÉ's longer form content and optimizing it for social consumption. I was just looking at some stats before I came in. Some Q1 video views for across the RTÉ social portfolio in Q1 up 26%. Year on year, video views up 50%. And also in Q1 this year, that team have delivered 33% more content pieces than they delivered before. So challenge, quickly identified as opportunity. And all of those things, I think they live within an ecosystem. So people consuming RTÉ Radio 1 on TikTok, that exists within a consumption ecosystem, the same, which is also shared by people consuming Radio 1 on FM or on the RTÉ Radio Player app or on their television. So all of these things, they exist within a kind of a universe of consumption. So challenge becoming opportunity.
And I think the hesitation when we say that is because obviously it's nuanced for RTÉ because we're dual funded. So we have the commercial side of the house whose job it is to sell ad space. And obviously we don't, when we're distributing content on channels that are not our own, we can't make revenue from it. Yeah. But, to Joe's point, our core purpose here is to provide the public with content. And if they're consuming that on TikTok or if they're, consuming it, doesn't matter where they consume it as long as they're consuming it from us. And hopefully then, short-term content driving people then to consume the longer form content on Player on our own owned channels.
Yes.